Hi everyone, welcome to another video here on She's Fit. Have you ever felt like your metabolism is fast asleep, even though you're doing everything you can to wake it up? The truth is, real weight loss doesn't happen through restrictive one-week diets. It happens within the subtle cracks of your biological routine. Today, I am going to reveal how small adjustments to your physiology can transform your body into a fat-burning machine on autopilot. Get ready to crack the secret code of your endocrine system that no one has told you until now. Before we dive in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. And do me a huge favor, smash that like button. It really helps me keep bringing this life-changing content to you. Trust me, here at She's Fit, you're going to discover how to transform your body the right way. So, let's get into it. Before we start, I need to share something that has made all the difference for me. You know those days when you try hard but feel like your body just isn't responding the way it should? Well, I found out that sleep has way more impact on weight loss than I ever imagined. That's when I discovered Sleep Lean, a natural supplement specially designed to help women burn fat while they sleep. Yes, while they sleep. It's not a miracle, of course, but when combined with good nutrition and the right habits, the results are amazing. I personally felt my body lighter, my belly less bloated, and a different kind of energy just within the first few weeks. I'll leave the link here in the description so you can check all the details after the video. Trust me, it was a game changer for me. Now, let's get back to the video content. Want to know the secret to kickstarting your fat-burning engine for the entire day? It starts the moment you open your eyes. Most of us reach for our phones or hit the snooze button. But what if I told you the first few minutes of your day could completely transform your metabolism? It's true, and it's simpler than you think. Forget about intense morning workouts or complicated diet plans. This is about small, powerful habits. So, what's the first thing you should do? Hydrate, but not just with any water. A large glass of lukewarm water, maybe with a squeeze of lemon, wakes up your digestive system and gets your metabolism firing on all cylinders. While you're sipping, take a moment to do some light stretching. You don't need a full yoga session. Just reach for the sky, touch your toes, and gently twist your spine. This simple act increases blood flow to your muscles and tells your body it has time to get moving and start burning fuel. Next, let some natural light in. Open your curtains and let the sunlight hit your face. This helps regulate your body's internal clock, or circadian rhythm, which plays a huge role in managing your metabolism and energy levels throughout the day. Sunlight signals your brain to stop producing melatonin, the sleep hormone, and start producing hormones that boost energy and mood. Combine this with a few deep, mindful breaths. Inhale positivity, exhale any morning grogginess. Finally, before you even think about breakfast, consider a short walk. Even just 5 to 10 minutes around your neighborhood can make a massive difference. This low-intensity cardio on an empty stomach can encourage your body to tap into its fat reserves for energy. It's a gentle, effective way to prime your body for fat loss. So, there you have it. Hydrate, stretch, get some sun, and take a short walk. 4 simple steps, all before your first cup of coffee, that set the stage for a full day of efficient fat burning. It's not about radical changes. It's about starting your day with intention. Try incorporating these habits into your morning routine and watch how your body and energy levels respond. It's the ultimate morning hack for a healthier, leaner you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips to help you live your best life. Forget the bread, the breakfast cereals, and even those pieces of fruit on their own if your real goal is to make your body prioritize burning fat instead of storing it. The second fundamental adjustment is introducing a dense, high-bioavailability protein load into your first meal. To understand why this is such a game changer, we need to talk about the hormonal hierarchy. When you consume carbs or sugars first thing in the morning, even those that seem healthy, you cause a rapid spike in your blood glucose. In response, your pancreas releases a surge of insulin. Insulin is known as the storage hormone. As long as it's high in your system, lipolysis, the process of breaking down fat cells to use as fuel, is completely blocked. Essentially, by eating a piece of bread or a plain bowl of fruit, you are locking the door to your fat stores and throwing away the key for several hours. By swapping that pattern for proteins like eggs, chicken, fish, or a high-quality whey protein, you drastically alter your internal chemical environment. First, you take advantage of what we call the thermic effect of food theft. Protein is the macronutrient that requires the most energy from your body to be broken down and processed. About 20% to 30% of the calories from protein are burned during digestion itself, whereas for carbohydrates, that value is only 5% to 10%. This means that by eating protein, your metabolism revs up immediately just from the effort of digesting it. But the real benefit is blood sugar stabilization. Without that insulin spike, you allow the antagonist hormone, glucagon, to step onto the stage. Glucagon is like your body's janitor. It unlocks the fat cells and pulls the fat out so it can be sent to your muscles and organs to be burned off. Furthermore, there is a neurological and hormonal satiety component that is vital for women. Protein stimulates the release of hormones like PI and GLP-1 in your gut, which send direct signals to your brain telling it that you are nourished. This kills those uncontrollable cravings for sweets or carbs in the middle of the afternoon, which is exactly where most diets fail. When you start your day with protein, you aren't just eating. You are setting the metabolic tone for the next 12 hours. You keep your energy level steady, avoiding the famous afternoon crashes, and allowing your body to work for you while you focus on your busy routine. It is the difference between spending your day in a cycle of hunger and storage versus a state of fullness and constant fat burning. Many women are stuck in the frustrated compensation cycle. They believe that 1 hour of intense gym time, sweating and pounding the treadmill, is enough to cancel out the other 23 hours of a sedentary lifestyle. However, modern metabolic physiology shows us that the most powerful adjustment for female weight loss isn't isolated vigorous exercise, but rather increasing your NEAT, which stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. NEAT represents all the energy you expend doing everything that isn't sleeping, eating, or dedicated sports like exercise. Here is the secret the big box gyms won't tell you. The cumulative caloric burn from NEAT over a week can be drastically higher than 3 or 4 weightlifting sessions. It is the true tiebreaker between those who plateau and those who melt fat consistently. The practical adjustment here is implementing micro-activation moments for every 50 minutes you spend sitting. When you stay motionless for long periods, a disastrous biological phenomenon occurs. Lipoprotein lipase LPL enzymes, located primarily in the muscle tissues of your legs and glutes, go into a dormant state. These enzymes are the sentries responsible for capturing the fat and sugar circulating in your blood and ushering them into your muscles to be burned as fuel. If you sit for 3 or 4 hours straight, LPL activity plummets, signaling to your body that it doesn't need immediate energy. This causes circulating nutrients to be redirected into storage, specifically into visceral fat, the kind that sits deep between your organs and is the hardest to lose. By breaking up this sedentary streak with just 2 or 3 minutes of isometric contractions, like squeezing your glutes in your chair, getting up to grab water, or taking a short lap around the house, you flip the switch on these enzymes instantly. This constant flow of muscular oxygenation and nervous activation keeps your metabolism in a state of high alert. It's not about burning 500 calories in one go. It's about ensuring your inner fire never fully goes out. Furthermore, this frequent movement improves insulin sensitivity and natural lymphatic drainage, fighting the water retention that many women mistake for body fat. The golden rule is to never allow your body to enter an absolute resting state or power save mode during your productive hours. By maintaining these micro-activations, you force your organism to constantly pull energy from fat stores to maintain basic functions, turning your daily life into a passive burning session that requires strategic intelligence rather than exhaustive effort. There is a revolutionary concept that most people completely ignore. It is not just the total calorie count or what is on your plate that matters, but the chronological order in which food touches your tongue and enters your digestive system. This fourth daily adjustment utilizes the gastric coding technique, a biochemistry-based strategy to dictate whether your body enters storage mode or energy utilization mode. When you start a meal by diving into the rice, the pasta, or even that appetizer bread, you're sending an immediate surge of glucose into your bloodstream. In an effort to protect your organs from this sugar spike, your body releases a massive flood of insulin. As we've already learned, high insulin is the kill switch for fat burning. It signals your fat cells to expand their stores. The adjustment here is simple yet transformative. You must always consume fiber leafy greens, vegetables, or healthy fats, like olive oil or avocado before any carbohydrates. By eating fiber first, you create a sort of viscous mesh or web in your small intestine. This web acts as a biological filter that drastically slows down the speed at which glucose molecules from the carbs you eat next are absorbed into your blood. Instead of a sugar spike that looks like a roller coaster, you'll have a smooth, steady curve. This is crucial for female physiology because it prevents the oxidative stress and metabolic panic signal that forces the body to hoard visceral fat, that deep fat that settles in the abdominal region. By keeping your glucose stable through this strategic sequencing, you're essentially outsmarting your body's storage system. Since there is no insulin spike, your glucagon levels can stay active longer, allowing your body to continue accessing its own lipid reserves to power your brain, heart, and other organs even while you're digesting lunch or dinner. It has an invisible adjustment with no severe calorie restrictions that lets you enjoy the carbs you love without triggering the inflammatory response that causes dreaded bloating and chronic water retention. You become the master of your meal's hormonal response, turning the act of eating into a metabolic maintenance tool where food serves your body rather than the other way around. As the sun sets and the ambient light fades, your body requires a clear and unmistakable signal to perform the most important metabolic transition of the day, switching its primary fuel source from exogenous carbohydrates to stored fats while you sleep. The fifth adjustment is a strategic combination of closing your eating window at least 3 hours before bed and drastically reducing your exposure to artificial blue light. Understand that sleep isn't just a period of mental rest. It's the window where the majority of deep lipolysis occurs. However, if you consume a heavy or sugar-rich meal close to bedtime, your body is forced to spike insulin to process that energy. While insulin is circulating to digest that late-night snack, the production of growth hormone GH, one of the most potent fat burners in the human body, is severely inhibited. You essentially trade 8 hours of passive fat burning for 8 hours of sluggish digestion and storage. Added to this is the invisible impact of screens. Constant exposure to blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs after dark tricks a gland in your brain called the pineal gland into thinking it as still the middle of the day. This immediately halts the production cascade of melatonin. And here is what almost no one tells you. Melatonin isn't just for falling asleep. It is actually an elite metabolic antioxidant that acts directly on brown adipose tissue. Unlike common white fat, brown fat is metabolically active, and its primary job is to burn calories to generate thermal heat. When melatonin levels are optimized in total darkness, it signals this tissue to kick into gear, transforming your white fat reserves into fuel to keep your body temperature stable overnight. If you eat late or stay surrounded by harsh artificial lights, you create a perfect metabolic storm. high blood sugar, and low melatonin. The result is fragmented sleep where your system spends the entire night trying to process food and manage oxidative stress instead of performing cellular repair and lipid oxidation. By implementing this pre-sleep fast and light control, you allow your body to use those resting hours for what they were designed for: a deep internal cleanup that consumes the most stubborn fat stores. It is the difference between waking up feeling inflamed and heavy or waking up with a visibly flatter stomach and a metabolism that is refreshed for the day ahead. The sixth daily adjustment is perhaps the most overlooked of all, yet it has a biochemical foundation that will blow your mind: the conscious management of your breath and stress through deep oxygenation breaks. To understand why this is so critical, we need to answer a question very few people can. When you burn fat, where does it actually go? The scientific answer is that about 84% of lost fat is eliminated from the body through your breath in the form of carbon dioxide CO2, and the remaining 16% as water. This means your lungs are actually your primary fat excretion organ. If you live in a state of shallow, rapid chest breathing, which is typical for someone under constant stress or anxiety, you aren't providing the oxygen necessary to complete lipid oxidation. Even worse, you aren't efficiently clearing out the waste products of that process. When you're stressed, your body enters fight or flight mode, skyrocketing your cortisol levels. For the female body, elevated cortisol is a signal of imminent danger, which specifically instructs the system to protect your vital organs by hoarding and retaining fat in the abdominal region. It is an ancestral survival mechanism. The body stores energy where it is easiest to access during an emergency. Practicing just 5 minutes of conscious diaphragmatic breathing where you expand your belly as you inhale and release the air slowly shifts your blood pH in real time, reducing systemic acidity and signaling your parasympathetic nervous system that the environment is safe. This state of chemical calm is the only time your body feels comfortable enough to release fatty acids from long-term storage into the bloodstream. Learning how to breathe properly isn't just a relaxation practice. It's providing the essential reagent for the chemistry of burning fat. Oxygen is what attacks fat molecules to break them down. Without adequate cellular oxygenation, your mitochondria work at a sluggish pace, like an engine choking for air. By taking these deep breathing breaks throughout the day, you remove the cortisol blockage that keeps belly fat locked in and allow the oxidation cycle to finish its job. You are literally transforming what was once unwanted aesthetic storage into pure vital energy and mental clarity. It is the most underrated weight loss tool in existence, using your own lungs to exhale the extra weight that stress insists on keeping. Mastering these adjustments isn't about perfection, it's about biological consistency. By applying these simple shifts, you stop fighting against your body and start working with it. Remember that every small choice is a chemical signal you send to your cells. Start today with just one of these tweaks and watch how your energy and body composition transform from the inside out. Your body already knows how to burn fat. You just need to give it the right signal. And don't forget the tip I gave you at the beginning. If you need to lose weight, click the link in the video description and get sleep lean right now. It might be exactly what is missing in your journey. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe here to She's Fit, and share this video to help the channel grow. Also, let me know in the comments what kind of content you want to see next to help you on your weight loss journey.